Imagine this. You've just met a dog that's absolutely adorable. You're drawn to its fluffy fur, and all you can think about is giving it the most affectionate pet. But hold on. Before you reach out, there's one thing you should know. There's a single action that could seriously harm your bond with that dog. And in some cases, it could even put both you and the dog in a dangerous situation. So, what's the one thing you should never ever do to a dog? Stay with me because we're about to reveal it. And trust me, you'll want to know this before you interact with any dog again. You might be thinking, I love dogs. I've been around them my whole life. How could I be doing something wrong? Well, here's the twist. It's not about being a bad person or intentionally causing harm. Sometimes we make mistakes without even realizing it. Now, picture yourself at a park or walking down the street, and you see a dog standing there, wagging its tail. Naturally, you reach out to pet it, right? Well, here's the thing. What if I told you that the way you approach that dog could actually stress it out, trigger anxiety, or even make it feel threatened? Yes, the action might be simple, but it has a profound impact on the dog's mental and physical state. And believe it or not, this mistake is made by a lot of well-meaning dog lovers. So what is this one crucial thing? Drumroll, please. Never approach a dog directly from the front. It might sound too simple, but it's incredibly important. You see, when you approach a dog directly head-on, especially without the dog being familiar with you, it can create a sense of fear or anxiety in the animal. To a dog, it can feel like you're coming at them aggressively, even if that's not your intention. Think about it this way. You wouldn't want someone to charge at you full speed, right? It's the same for dogs. Instead, the best approach is from the side or a more relaxed angle. This gives the dog space to assess you calmly. But wait, there's more to it. How you use your body language also plays a huge role. If you're standing too stiff or making sudden jerky movements, the dog will feel like you're a threat, even if you're trying to be friendly. Dogs are masters of reading body language, and they'll pick up on any nervous or tense energy you give off. Here's another fun fact you might not know. Dogs can see things that we can't, especially when it comes to body language. While we may be focusing on their wagging tail or cute face, the dog is already making judgments based on your posture and energy. If you come across as tense or forceful, it sends a signal that you're not safe to be around. This simple misstep can cause a dog to become defensive, anxious, or even reactive. The good news is, by understanding this, you can adjust your approach and avoid making the dog feel unsafe. Let's break it down even further with a funny but important example. Picture a scenario where you meet a dog for the first time. You extend your hand, but it's not in the calm, gentle way the dog needs. Your hand is too high or too fast, and suddenly the dog pulls back or even growls. You might think, what the heck, I'm just trying to say hi. But from the dog's perspective, you've just made a big move toward its face. It's like you walked into someone's personal space without giving them a chance to breathe. So remember, give the dog space, approach with care, and let it decide when it feels safe enough to greet you. But hold on, what else should you never do to a dog? Well, don't go anywhere because we're just getting started. Here's another piece of advice that might surprise you. Never grab a dog by the collar. This is one of those things that sounds innocent enough, but it can be a major discomfort for a dog, especially if they aren't used to it. A dog's collar should only be used to attach a leash or for identification purposes, not as a tool to yank or pull them by. Now, you might be wondering, what if the dog is acting up or pulling me? That's when we need to talk about redirecting the energy instead of using the collar to force them into submission. Grabbing a dog's collar can cause them to feel trapped, stressed, and unsure about your intentions. It's far more effective to give the dog a clear, calm command and use positive reinforcement when they respond to you appropriately. So, let's recap. The two things you should never do to a dog are approaching them too directly from the front and grabbing their collar. These actions can lead to discomfort, stress, or fear, and understanding this can make all the difference in how you interact with any dog moving forward. Whether it's your own pet or a new dog you've just met, always approach with care and respect their personal space. Remember, dogs are social animals, but they still need to feel safe, comfortable, and secure in their interactions with you. Before we wrap up, let's dive into one last point. Always listen to the dog's body language. If the dog's tail is tucked, ears are flat, or it's backing away, it's a sign that it's not ready for interaction. This is a dog trying to warn you, and you should respect that. Ignoring these signals is like ignoring a red flag. It's not only dangerous for the dog, but for you as well. So, there you have it. The one thing you should never do to a dog is to approach them directly from the front and never grab them by the collar. When in doubt, take a step back and allow the dog to come to you. You'll build a stronger bond, reduce anxiety, and keep yourself safe in the process. Next time you meet a dog, remember to respect their boundaries and approach with kindness. Trust me, your new furry friend will appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more dog-friendly tips and insights into the fascinating world of our four-legged companions.